luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, some
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Taken at about the 36. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Prescott, open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. On the counter, Elliott. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught at the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers
finds his receiver, Watson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And again, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Running the crossing route, it's Beasley with a catch.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Prescott off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Touchdown, Packers! Cole Beasley, 31 yards. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Back now in Arlington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Inside give to Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers to throw once more. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
10 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. He's got his first here now in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Then he finds Beasley, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on first down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his left. Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb,
36 yards.
and the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. McManus's point after is good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.